He shreds the tackle.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Finds his man. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The Ducks come to the line to run the hurry up. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking right. This one caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff heading left. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Back to throw. It's Cooper. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Clemson.
Second down play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
This time it's complete. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He's tackled inside the 35, picks up a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. So here we go now. 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try the option play here.
Great job here by the...
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, this quarterback is hungry for the end zone. That was not a short run. Guy put his running shoes on and took it back to his Pop Warner days, showcasing that agility for the long touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Cooper. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 25. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They make the stop just short of the mark, which hitting 4th down and inches. The Tigers will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle, but 1st down. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. The shotgun handoff here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. Will he score here? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the... Powerful Crimson offense is back out there. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Back to throw. It's Cooper. Pressure is coming. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. This quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And now the handoff.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. You wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. takes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And here's the handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defense coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so
lofting it toward the left sideline. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Bringing pressure. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running through the tackle. Look at that powerful running. They stop him, but it's a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll run it to the left. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Scanning the field, it's Cooper. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Now it's second down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense sets up with play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Across midfield. He's past the 30. Past the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The PAT puts him up 3. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Here comes a handoff. Runs through the defender. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
To throw, it's Cooper. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That puts them on top in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the Salter able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Who makes the grab? Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense really clicking.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Cooper. He's escaping the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pass rush closing in. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the right side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
37.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter with the score Clemson 49, Oregon 37.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st and 10 play coming up. They'll run it here. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Looking to chuck it again. QB to the tight end for a completion. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The offense stays on the field down to multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Oregon. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a short game. And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
The defense kind of lost the running back here. He makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Back to pass. It's Cooper. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Clemson now operating in the red zone. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Oh, my gosh. This defense got exactly what they needed. An interception at the right time to get the ball back to their own quarterback and offense to go down and potentially win this game.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. Powers through. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. They'll give it to the running back. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting ready for what could be their last drive. Time ticking away in the last quarter. It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And they heave it deep downfield. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
The third down throw